Welcome back to Lesson 4 of the Smart Networking e-course. In this lesson, you're going to learn the last key element in the Smart Networkers Toolkit. And I think it's pretty safe to say it's a critical piece of any smart business owner's toolkit as well. Let me start by asking you a question. Have you ever built a successful and profitable business before? Are you currently making all the money you want? Do you have all the free time you want? If the answer is yes, then I'm pretty darn sure that you're already doing what I'm about to tell you about. However, if the answer is no, then one of the reasons may be because you're not doing it. When I speak at networking events and talk to potential clients about their networking plans, most of those people who have one, and frankly, most don't even have one, but of those that do, they have a plan that looks something like attend one networking event a week or a month or 2 or 3 and make 5 or 6 or 7 good contacts to follow up with. But my question is, which networking events and which contacts? What are you going to follow up about? What is it you want to achieve? The next question I ask is, do you have a business plan or a marketing plan? Now, I'm not talking about one of those 60-page or more documents that you created when you first went into business and you've probably never looked at since. It's probably in the bottom drawer of this filing cabinet. I'm talking about a strategic plan, a roadmap for where you're going and what you want to achieve in your business in the next 1 to 3 years, and most importantly, what you're going to do on a daily, weekly, and monthly basis to achieve those goals. This is not a document that should be put away in a bottom drawer and looked at once in a blue moon. This is a document that you refer to daily, weekly, and monthly to make sure that you're on track to meeting your business objectives. But when I ask those questions, less than 10% of business owners I speak to have a plan that is up to date, relevant, and meaningful, and that they refer to regularly. Sadly, these are people who typically have not built a successful business before and are not making all the money they want with all the time they want to enjoy it. And they don't have a plan to work out how to get there. So the last critical element in your smart networking toolbox is a plan. Not an airy-fairy, pie-in-the-sky wish list kind of a plan. Not a networking plan to attend X number of events and meet Y number of people. A practical, down-to-earth plan of what your business objectives are for the next year, for the next 90 days, and what you're going to do to achieve those objectives. Specific, measurable, achievable, results-focused, time-limited, smart objectives. Why is this an essential element in your smart networking toolbox? Well, think about this. If you don't know what you want to achieve or what you need to do to get there, how will you know what you need help with? How will you know who you want to meet? How will you know who you can work with, where to network? You might as well play lucky dip. Now, if you already have a plan, then my challenge to you is to pull it out of whichever drawer it's hiding in and get it up to date and start using it on a daily, weekly, and monthly basis. My business plan, my strategic plan, sits on my desk next to my computer, and I look at it every single day. Your plan needs to contain specific, smart business objectives for the next 90 days, together with what you're going to do to achieve those objectives. If you don't already have a plan, then stick around and we'll work through a simple 4-step process to developing a strategic business plan for your business. So what are these 4 basic steps? Number 1, you need to start with the end in mind. It's like everything else in life. You have to know what it is you want to achieve, where you're going, what are your goals for your business. Now at this point, I'm not talking about a big picture, airy-fairy vision statement kind of a plan. I'm talking about those smart, specific, measurable, achievable, results-focused, and time-limited goals that you can achieve over the next 90 days, broken down into key result areas or specific success factors that are relevant to your business. Now, for most businesses, These are going to be covered in one or more of the following areas. Just pick the ones that are relevant to you and your business. We're talking about finance, sales, cash flow, investment, etc. How much money will you be making? Marketing, your marketing tools, systems and strategies. Acquiring new customers and new distribution channels. How many leads do you want to be generating? We're talking about operations, production, delivery, continuous improvement, quality control, customer service, systems. How will you be producing and delivering your products or services? We're talking about resources, supplies, equipment, plant, property, intellectual property, the value of your business. What do you need to run your business on a daily, weekly and monthly basis? We're talking about people, their availability, their skills, their attitudes. This may only be you, a small team or a large organization. How many staff will you have and what will your team look like? We're talking about innovation, ideas and development. What's new that will increase your business, attract new clients, new sources of business, new products, new revenue streams. And finally, we're talking about you, your personal ability to maintain the vision and keep it all going. This is not about you, the business technician, the person who makes perfect apple pies. We're talking about you, the business leader, the owner, the visionary. Now, these aren't set in concrete. You can change them whenever you want. If you're new in business, your focus may be on finance, operations, and marketing. If you're in an established business, your focus is more likely to be on people, resources, or innovation. If you're struggling with the transition from working in the business to working on the business, much of the focus may be on you. And remember, you can choose to identify more than one factor from within each area as your critical success factors. If you're opening in a new area, for example, then you may be focused on several factors within the area of resources and operations. Now, for each of your critical success factors, you're going to write one broad goal which you need to achieve in that area in the next 12 months. And beware of BHAGs, big, hairy, audacious goals. They're great. Super ambitious goals are fantastic when it comes to long-range planning and creating your 5-year vision, but they don't lend themselves to specific action planning. You need to focus on attainable goals that you can realistically reach within the next 12 months. Step 2. Now break those 12-month goals down into goals for the next 90 days. If you've said that you're going to increase revenue by 1 million in the next 12 months, does that mean 250,000 over the next 90 days? Or is it less and it's going to grow? You need to work that out. So for each 12-month goal you identified, write a 90-day goal that you must achieve to be on target for your 12-month goal. Step 3, action planning. Now it's time to make it happen. Your next step is to identify the things that need to happen, the things you will have to do to move your business from where you are right now in each of those areas to where you want to be in the next 90 days. And finally, step 4, review. The final step is to step back and look realistically at what you said you're going to do. Remember, these are all the things that need to happen in the next 90 days to move your business from where you are to where you want it to be in 3 months' time. Are they achievable? Have you been overambitious or underambitious? Now is the time to adjust your plan so that you're confident you're stretching yourself, but that you have a realistic chance of achieving what you're setting out to do. Or alternatively, look at different ways of achieving your objectives. Can you do things differently that will enable you to get to where you want to be? Now you have your action plan for the next 90 days. This document should sit on your desk, next to your telephone and your computer. You need to be looking at it every day and every week, monitoring your progress, making sure you're on track, and making adjustments as necessary. This isn't set in concrete. This is a living document, your daily blueprint for activity in your business. Once you've completed these 4 basic steps, then you're in a position to identify and connect with the alliances, the partners, the joint ventures, the supporters, the friends, and the colleagues who can help you achieve your goals more quickly, more easily, more efficiently, more economically, and with less stress. Now, I've given you a template. You'll find it in the resources section towards the bottom of this webpage. So pull out that template right now and get started creating a roadmap for your business. Then you'll be able to work out what you want to achieve from your networking and who can help you achieve it. Because if you don't know that, how will you know which groups to join, which events to attend, who you want to connect with, and how you might be able to work together.